There is a wonderful radio blooper of a radio station in Chicago, in which the news announcer starts off by saying there have been riots in Los Angeles. We hear from our reporter, Joe Bloggs. Nothing. We'll go back to that report in just a few minutes' time. There was upheaval in California, where a tsunami has hit the beach. We'll go to our reporter, Jenny Miles. Nothing. We'll come to that in a moment. We'll now go to Florida, where alligators have escaped from the zoo. Our reporter, Joe Wops. Nothing. And he pauses for a moment and says, Mother told me I'd have days like this. Well, I am telling you, Mother told me I would have days like this. And it's right back after a holiday, right after a long weekend. And everything has gone wrong. Everything broke down. Our feed from StreamYard, who are the people that provide us with the opportunity to have a broadcast studio here, to the plug, which was keeping our laptop going, all have broken down this morning. All of them, and all simultaneously. God only knows how we have started today and kept it going. I have no idea, none whatsoever. So Mother told me I'd have days like this, and this is one of them. And believe me, it is not a comfortable feeling, unless you want to cry. Because if you don't want to cry, you just have to laugh and say, "Oh my God, how could things happen?" But anyway, let's see if we can get back on track. First of all, Tuesday is the day that we actually test the beer at the White Hart. This is Mirador Television, by the way, broadcasting out of the White Hart in Lewes, in East Sussex. And Kevin, who looks after the bar stuff, always comes and cleans out the pumps and all that sort of stuff that barmen do. And he always asks me very kindly and courteously if I would just test the beer to make sure that it's all right. So I'm doing my usual Tuesday thing and testing the beer. And well before the sun is over the yardarm. Yes, that one's okay. Let's try this one. You thought this was a bit cloudy when it came out, but it cleared. That's quite frisky. It got a very distinctive taste. Okay, so if you're coming here for a beer, the beer is okay, tested by my own fair hand. Now, let's just tell you that this is Mirador Television. And let's show you. This is... that it is the 9th day of May in the year 2023, and we are heading off towards another long weekend in a couple of weeks' time. But for the moment, we've enjoyed May Day on the 1st. We've enjoyed the coronation on the 6th. The 6th. And now we've got to do just a little bit of work as we go along. But we really, today is the start of a lot of things. First of all, it's the start of a new council. The Thursday election, when the results came out on Friday, showed, much to my chagrin, that the Greens, the Lib Dems, and the Labour Party have all won significant seats. The Tories have lost none. Now, there are several things that I would like to comment on this. First of all, I am not a bit interested in party politics. I am interested in having a council that can do the things that I need doing and that my other fellow citizens need doing. That's number one. So bugger your politics. We don't care about that. What we care about is you doing the job. So is to do that job, normally you need a strong critic. And that normally is the opposition. Well, there is no opposition. These three parties that are in power now are much of a muchness. They'll fall out amongst themselves, of course they will. But generally speaking, it's not going to. They're not going to behave as Her Majesty's His Majesty's loyal opposition. They are going to pat themselves on the back when necessary and footle around. And it's very disappointing that we have this what basically is an undemocratic position, but that they actually will frolic in it. They will relish it, and they will think that they can now do anything that they want. Well, maybe they can, but there is a group here, Mirador Television, that's going to be watching every move to make sure that they don't abuse their power. And already the Greens have abused their power. They went into this election having abused the power. They didn't tell you about that, did they, at the hustings? No, they did not. And also, how is it that all the political parties devastated several rainforests just to tell you who they were and what they were doing? And in some instances, in a very sleazy way. They didn't tell the truth. It's all porkies. So that's the lot that we've got, without anybody except us to keep telling them off, to try and keep them on the straight and narrow. So that was number one thing that happened, and we need to watch that very carefully. And number two that happened was we had a coronation. On Friday, we had a small reception here and an opportunity for the leaders of our community in the political sense, the leaders in the civil service sense, the leaders in a business sense, to come together over a glass of punch and to chat about some of the things that are bothering them. Did they bother their arse? No, they did not. We had 30 to 40 very satisfied people here because the reception was a brilliant one. But the people for whom it was really meant did not come. And that is so typical of this town. A bunch of complainers. And it's all somebody else's fault. And yes, sign a position. They're not a bunch of doers. And as long as that exists, that state of mind exists, we're in trouble. We are in trouble. Mark my words. We are in trouble. Anyway. The other thing is that the Battle of Lewis reenactment is coming up next weekend. And the Battle of Lewis is a very, very key battle in the development of English democracy. But another battle of equal importance was the Battle of Haywards Heath. And the Battle of Haywards Heath is, well, it was a small battle, sometimes known as the Battle of Muster Green. But it was a significant battle, and it took place here in Lewis and virtually affected the way that we actually run elections and do business in the UK. Okay. What I think we'll do now is in fact, we will just run through the news headlines again, because we had no headlines to look at earlier. So the Daily Express is much of a muchness, actually. We thank each and every one of you. And that is the king saying in a speech, carefully orchestrated and released speech, that he was very pleased with the way the country got behind him. So Metro, thank you each and every one. Same thing. The Sun, our noble king, thank you each and every one. All right. Actually, that's a bit unusual for the Sun to give its backing to the establishment at the moment, but it has. And right inside the Daily Telegraph, same picture. Prime Minister, skip the GP for common illnesses. Now there's a change in change in what we can expect out of the Daily Telegraph, surprisingly enough. And what it says is that there'll be a new system going with GPs, and one of several papers to also feature a non-coronation story prominently after a weekend in which royal celebrations took up most about every available front page each. I'm just managed to get that out. It carries an exclusive story about a planned health reform which will reportedly see patients encouraged to skip the GP for common illnesses in favor of a pharmacy-led approach. We've meddled with this before. I guess we're going to meddle with it again. The Mirror. The Mirror actually goes with the cost of living, and it says the ongoing cost of living squeeze on people across the country. It quotes research by the consumer group Which, claiming that 2 million households missed at least one bill paying last month, sorry. And it says that's unprecedented. Well, okay. The Daily Mail is it focuses on Boris and Charles falling out over Rwanda, and there, as usual, the powers that be and all the pundits are making it sound as if, oh goodness gracious me, look at this, the Prime Minister and the King falling out. But that is really what our democracy is about. We don't say yes sir, no sir, 3 bags full sir. We debate until in the end we're satisfied that whatever it is that the perpetrators said is going to come to pass or not come to pass. I pass on higher interest rates to savers, the big banks are told. Well, the big banks indeed can't be told much, and they are always getting themselves into trouble. And then certainly don't have the sympathy of the average citizen, not right now. But at least it's a step in the right direction. The Daily Star, the spy boss warns A1 fakery in lies. I see. Spy boss warns A1 fakery. For lies and fakery. And it says it may destroy society. We're in a real mess. But who can tell? artificial intelligence quotes Professor Kieran Martin, the former head of GCHQ's National Cybersecurity Center, raising concerns that the rapid development of A1 tools capable of producing believable fake risks is undermining the fabric of our society. So there we are. That's the take of the Sun. So yes, the country is still in a mess. But we got a new council, we got a new king. Let's see. Let's see if anything transpires from them. Let's just check on the weather because it looks as if it's not bad outside. The high today is going to be 16. It's a bit cooler than it has been recently. The low is 9, and right this very minute it's 14 degrees. We can expect some light rain showers and a gentle breeze. And the tomorrow, Wednesday, the 10th, and even Thursday, the 11th, is trying to assure us that we are in for some sunshine and not rain for the next few days. So there we go. All right. Now, I was talking to you about generating generating the programs and doing the work as journalist does. Well, it is impressive, although it's in its early stages. So I'm going to show you that one is it does take the present day symbols and so on and so forth and turn them into here we are. First of all, there's the English Civil War. We were supposed to be able to just say, "Hey, go," and it went. So let's see what it brought back. Well, where is it? There it is. Okie dokie. There you go. That is generated by artificial intelligence. That story, and the picture's okay, the text is okay, and generally speaking, I suppose that it's going to be of help, particularly for a small operation like this, where we can only concentrate on one or two stories because we haven't got the resources to concentrate on any more at any one time. But it does actually throw up some interesting little bits and pieces. So let me just show you this other one that it did. least I hope I'm going to. Yes, isn't it true? I always. I always, for some reason, never get the thing where I want it. So it's now I had it all ready to show to you, and now I don't. It's keep on bringing that up. And okay, we'll have one more go, shall we? We should have one more go. No, I'm not. I'm not going to have much success. Not much success at all. I have no idea why these things go wrong. I'm. I'm not. I'm not showing up technically. Uh, we need to come back to good sense. There we go. Yes, I'm still tasting the beer. And it's oh now there's a thunderstorm warning has been issued for Sussex, so watch out. That's hot off the press. That's only just come through this very second. So do watch out for that. Um, and uh-huh. Well, guess what? One way or another, I've found the lunch thing.
One, two, three, four.
Well, that's all done by computer, believe it or not. So that was your classic English roast beef Sunday dinner, all in a nutshell. It needs a lot of handling and a lot of understanding, but I just thought that you might like to see that bit and piece. It's now 10 to 11, and this morning of disasters is about to end. Thank God, because it's not done me much good at all. I tell you, but we will aim to try and do better as tomorrow and the next days. God help us. God help us. But today, the papers in almost exclusively are supportive of King Charles. The one that isn't, it is neutral, says that the cost of living has forced many, almost 2 million households to hold off paying at least one bill this month. So that's going to give the banks and other people a bad headache as well. Yes, I better have another one. Just the one. Just the one, just the one, just the one. And so, let's just go down to the park for just a bit of solace, not least of which is this house, Grange Manor, was the house that was featured in my little program or item earlier about the Battle of Muster Green. So worth just taking a quick look. Well done, the energy companies. They're full of bright ideas to help their customers. Now they've made power so expensive that for an average house such as this, you can't afford to heat it. So you don't need appliances such as this. But that means you also don't need a fridge, because you can keep your groceries cool and fresh without it. The house is cold enough. Well done, chaps. Well, here I am. As you can tell how weary I am after that long weekend and after a morning of disasters. We'll have to call this, I think, the Titanic morning. Oh, dear, dear, dear. And it's taken us a little time to sort out some of them. One is that there seems to be something wrong with a power plug, and it's not manifestly obvious until such time as you realise nothing is charging. So that's a difficulty. Okie dokie. I'm about to disappear until tomorrow, and let's hope that tomorrow is actually much better than today. The return of the native from the holiday break has not been spectacular. Well, it has been spectacularly bad. But we've got one or two little things out to you in between time, and we should settle down. We should have one or two very decent interviews for you this week on Mirador Television. On Mirador Television. And it's still only 10:56. Goodness gracious me. Goodness gracious me. I perhaps got time to. I think that this works. We did a little series, tongue-in-cheek satire, which we would hope that we're going to resurrect pretty soon, and we call it the Lewis Consul, as a day in the life of a Lewis Consul, or a life in the day of Lewis Consul, in fact. So here it is. There we are. Just a little, once again, a twist in the tail. And he Lewis Consul. We'll see a little bit more of him or her, whichever the case may be, as we go along. 16 degrees, 9 degrees the low, 14 degrees centigrade at the moment. The top temperatures expected somewhere around, let's see, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock this afternoon. But there will be some light showers and a gentle breeze in the offing. And so be prepared and get ready for it. What else? You guys got anything else? All right. Oh, those are my spectacles that went. Lost them. Never mind. Yes, once again, all over the place this morning, and I can't see where they landed. I'll just try hard not to step on them. It kept going to the very end. And I actually can't see them for once. Normally, I can see where I've thrown them or dropped them or whatever, but I can't. So, half blind, I will have to say goodbye to you and hope that I push the right buttons, sight semi-unseen. All right. Let's say goodbye, Tootlepip, until tomorrow. And remember, this is the Titanic Day, the day of disasters. Goodness gracious me, how can we possibly replicate it? Well, I bet you we can. All right, toodles. Bye.